I wasn't sure if there was a makeup person. Does Gerry have one of these?
Is that alright? What about this hat? Don't look like a total idiot, do I? I guess Bonnie wears sunglasses indoors, so I guess I can wear a hat.
Are we ready? Because I'd really like to get a nice lolly if that's possible. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, is that close enough? Right. Okay.
So Broken have been in existence now for about 5 years. Gerry's the other one in the band, and we met in about 2013, and then we started making music together in 2016. When we started, Gerry was basically looking for Gerry was lost, really. You know, he'd be the first to admit it. And he was looking for someone who could help him with his ideas, or just give him ideas, help him with melodies and chord progressions, arrangements, mixing, mastering, all that kind of thing. And then he found me. Yeah, I just brought my expertise, you know, into the fold, as it were. So it's just melting. So.
Hi, how are you doing? This is where I write music. Chris would probably say this is where the magic happens, but he's a bit of a dickhead. No, he's not really, he's alright, but you know, it's a bit middle class, I guess. So this is where I sit down, come up with wee tunes. If I write on the piano, you know, might just have some wee ideas, and then basically I'll take those sketches and I'll send them to Chris, and he'll kind of play them. I mean, really, he's kind of like a session musician, you know. He's trained. He can read music. He doesn't necessarily, you know, come up with his own ideas that are that original, but he's really good at taking something simple and playing it in time.
I think there's a mistaken belief amongst Broken fans that Gerry does most of the guitar-based work in the band, which is kind of completely true, but a lot of the initial compositional stages are done by me on the guitar. And I've been playing the guitar for a number of years now. It's very easy to learn because it's not a real instrument, but it's a good starting point for songwriting.
Let's see if I can remember it. Yeah, this one. That's pretty basic, and I just came up with that idea, and then I wrote a wee song to go with it. There it is. I can't remember the words actually. I can use anything with words. Yeah, I just start saying words to get the melody in my head, so I could start with anything. It could be, could you make me tea? Oh shit, that's the wrong one. Could you make me tea? I'm really thirsty. That you get the idea. And then I'll send a wee sketch to Chris. He'll take. He's quite slow because he likes to get things perfect, so he'll try to kind of get the chords in time, and then he'll send me that back, and then I'll write down some proper words. It's funny because, like I was saying, like I'm like, this is where I write my music, but sometimes you listen to Chris, he's like, yeah, this is where the magic happens and all that kind of stuff. But oh shit, I forgot about that. Is that better? I'm just like, this is where I write music, but listen to Chris sometimes, he's like, well, this is where the magic happens and this is my process and all that stuff. But I guess everybody's different, aren't they? You know what I mean?
And we're probably the only band in history that lives in two different places. So when we started making music together, Gerry was living in Asia somewhere, and I was in Vietnam. Now Gerry lives in Scotland, and I live in Italy. Sorry, going down quickly now. Yeah, we make music entirely online, and it works. I chose Italy really because of its. I think of all the countries, it's probably got the. So I'm going to just put that down because. Cool. I chose Italy because I think of all the countries, it's probably got the richest musical heritage, and I thought it would be really good to continue that. So from Monteverdi to Vivaldi, from Puccini to Eiffel 65, and now us. Gerry's just from Scotland, so that's why he lives there.
So yeah, I'm living in Scotland at the moment, and Chris lives in Rome, well, near Rome. He commutes to work, or he used to commute to work before the pandemic. I think he mainly works from home now. And it's funny, he's always saying like, oh, I'm living next to this beautiful lake and it's so romantic. And I think he thinks because I live in Scotland it must be miserable, but it's like half an hour from my house. We're at Loch Lomond, so not that it's a competition or anything, but but anyway, sorry, the reason I was saying that is, we've always lived in different countries, but it's not really stopped us making music together. I think we first met in Bangkok. Funnily enough, our first night out was in Gay Street in Bangkok. I call it Gay Street, it's just where all the gay bars are. Not that either of us are gay, not that it matters. I mean, quite a lot of people think I'm gay, so But anyway, so we got talking about music. He said that he recorded stuff. And after that he kept sending his songs. It was all kind of dancey stuff, quite. I'm not up in dance music, but kind of 90s trancey kind of stuff, I guess. Sorry, is that noise? Thought it'd be quiet here. There's like fucking light aircrafts, cars. Will I wait? Right, I'll just go on. Right, I'll speak up a bit. Okay. Yeah, so we got talking about music. He was sending us stuff. And then eventually one night, him and Flo, his partner, who's weirdly really nice, they came to visit us in Kuala Lumpur, and we had a piano, so it was just, we're getting to play songs on the piano, we would just shout out a song, he'd bring up the music in his iPad, because he can't really remember music, he has to read it. It was great. It was like, having a DJ, not having a DJ, it was like a monkey with the organ grinder, just throwing coins at him. But I was quite impressed with his ability, and I thought, I could maybe use him, work with him with, some of these song ideas I had, so that's kind of how it all started.
So I guess the way we work is quite unconventional, really, in the sense that we do everything online. And basically the way we build songs up is I'll usually come up with a really good idea, and then I'll send it to Gerry via Dropbox, he'll do something to it, send it back to me. I'll work on it a lot more and improve it, send it back to Gerry, and you know, kind of goes back and forwards like that, really. We don't really communicate other than that. I mean, you know, I'll send a mix to Gerry and then he'll send me a quick WhatsApp to say that's brilliant, or Gerry will send me something and I'll reply as well. But other than that, there's not really much communication between us. And, I mean, we haven't been in the same room or the same country for about 4 years, which I think works really well for us. You know, if you look through history, there are so many bands that have split up. You know, they might cite musical differences or whatever, but in reality, they were probably just sick of being in the same room as each other. And that's not a problem Gerry and I have, you know, because we're not in the same room. Yeah, you know, there is no fighting. Not physically.
And then over the years, we've just continued working. We hardly ever meet. I think we've met 2 or 3 times, and that works out really well, you know, because we just focus on the music. It's not, I'm not saying we're not friends, but it's not about friendship or about, you know, all those personal tensions. It's just about the music. So, yep, it's all right.
I've never been to Scotland, actually. I'd quite like to, because I grew up quite close. Keep kind of hinting that maybe I could visit Gerry, but he's basically just refused every hint.
I need to be a wee bit quieter tonight because my wife's on Zooming her friends and she keeps complaining about noise. Anyway.
So, lyrics. So, Gerry writes the vast majority of lyrics for our songs at his own insistence. And yeah, I think if you look back through our catalogue, there are some good lines in there. So, for example, on our first album, there's a song called Journey to the End of the Night. And as far as I remember, there are some nice little lines in there. There's one, the wind is in my hair, which I always think is very evocative. And there's probably some other good lines in there as well. I don't pay a lot of attention to Gerry's lyrics, not because I don't like them. I don't think they're that important in the grand scheme of things. I don't think they're the reason people listen to our songs. It's certainly not the reason I listen to them. I think most people listen really for the chord progressions, for the piano melodies, for the overall arrangement, and mixing as well.
I thought it might be worth talking a bit about our words for our songs, because we've not really discussed that yet. So when Chris and I started messing about with tunes, he would maybe write some chords, I'd write some guitar lines, vice versa. We just bouncing stuff back and forth, but quite quickly we had about 3 or 4 tunes on the go that were really shaping up. And I thought to myself, probably in about 6 months we would have enough material for an album. So, you know, I was thinking we need to make these tunes into proper songs. So, you know, I was chatting to Chris about it. I mean, obviously I was going to do the singing. I don't know if you've heard Chris singing, but he's, to be honest, he's completely tone deaf.
Sitting in my usual shop, outside the key store shop, have a strong candle in my time.
So yeah, I was obviously going to do the singing, and then we were writing the tunes together. So if you think of, like, maybe singing is like a third of the work for songwriting, writing the tunes is maybe another third, and then maybe writing the lyrics is the last third. So I felt like he was wanting to write the lyrics because he wanted, you know, things to be fair and balanced, that we were doing the same kind of amount of work. And you know, it's like the start of a relationship. I mean, a musical relationship. You don't want to kind of upset the apple cart. So I was like quite happy for Chris to have a go at writing some words. So he wrote this song. I can't remember the name of it, but it was just. Well, it was about the, you know, like UK hipsters, you know, like these guys with their goatees and their twiddly moustaches, and, you know, like drinking the soya milk cappuccinos, all that kind of stuff. I didn't really know about that hipster culture here because I wasn't living here at the time, but anyway, he sent me the words, and I was trying to make sing a song, do some record some ideas that I'd send back to him, but it just. It didn't feel, it was like, I mean, this song, it was kind of looking down on these people, you know, it was like actually quite a nasty wee tune. And I thought, I could probably write something better than that, so.
I've written quite a few lyrics myself, and every time I've sent them to Gerry, he's point blank refused to sing them because he says he can't identify with them because he didn't write them. And therefore it wouldn't be authentic of him to sing those words. Which I kind of get. I think if you can't empathise with a lyric, or maybe you just don't understand it, then it is probably better that you don't sing it.
Well, my approach to writing words was, rather than, you know, some people have got great imaginations, they come up with these stories and all that, I thought I would just write what I see in front of me. So it's almost like documentary songwriting. So like on our new album, I've got this song, Maggie Me. And it's funny, a lot of people are like, is that homage to Rod Stewart or something? I'm like, no, it's about Maggie Me noodles. So when I was in Asia, sometimes you'd be coming home from work, you're starving, and at the train station you could just buy a pot of Maggie Me, like kind of like a cup noodle, but Maggie Me. They had the hot water, you could just fill it up and, you know, eat it there and then. It was brilliant. So I mean, not all our songs are that meaningless. I mean, not that was meaningless. I did eat Maggie Me noodles, you know, it was like a real life thing.
There's some good lyricists out there, you know, there's people like John Lennon or Van Morrison or Bernard Sumner. But there are not many people you could really call poets. And Gerry, you know, you certainly couldn't describe as a poet. What I will say for Gerry, though, he's very good at syllables, in the sense that he can match the number of syllables in the words he's written to the number of notes in the melody, which might sound kind of obvious or easy. But then if you think of someone like Bernie Taupin, who's the lyricist for Elton John, they had a song called Sacrifice. And if you think of how Elton John sings it, he sings sacrifice. So 3 syllables, but 4 notes. Gerry would never fuck up like that.
I like to think of a better example. So another song from our new album, it's kind of like a comment on celebrity culture. So, you know, when I came back to the UK, it was like this explosion. I mean, it was already there, but this explosion of celebrity culture. So it was like, you know, watching TV, it's like Celebrity Pointless, Celebrity Mastermind, Celebrity Master Freaking Chef, everything's celebrities. So I'll see if I can remember it. Hold on. Play a wee bit of it. So it kind of went like this. It was called This Is It. This is it. You know. Oh yeah. You know Elon Musk. Jet set from dawn till dusk. So that was the first verse was like Elon Musk, then it was like Kim Kardashian, then Jimmy Carr. If you're like, you think Jimmy Carr's funny? No, it's just a song. It's the problem with words. People will read into other. Anyway, so. And with that song also, I was teaching these like Chinese kids online at the time, teaching them English, and I noticed they love like repetition. So I kind of built that into it with the idea that you could just make up your own words. So you could think of a celebrity and just like drop them in instead and make up your own words. So it could be like a wee sing-along thing, like trying to think of celebrities. Like say Freddie Mercury, you could go, this is it, you know, Freddie Mercury. Actually, it's quite hard to rhyme with Mercury. Okay, so for example, Chris Jones, like, this is it, you know, Chris Jones, 'cause you sure don't have funny bones. Actually, I just realised it's like this film is like me just slagging Chris off, but I'm just having a laugh, you know what I mean? It's just a joke. I mean, I love him really. I mean, obviously I don't love him, but you know what I mean? He's a nice guy. I've got Chris said he's going to call us shortly. He's doing my head in actually, because he wants to do this video. We've done quite a lot of videos. It's quite a big part of what we do with our music. We realised early on that, you know, people don't have the patience nowadays just to listen to songs, because we released a few songs and no one was listening to them. So we thought, right, we need to make something visual, because people are just more sophisticated consumers, I guess, in media nowadays. You know, they've got their phones, they've got Netflix and all that on the telly, streaming services, social media. So we did start making videos, and it was really enjoyable. You know, for our first album, we done like 3 or 4, maybe more videos. The first one was Journey, and it was like kind of like me and Chris on a train. Even though we were in different countries, we made a wee animation thing. The tracks converge like veins. Can you smell the winter sky? Can you keep telling yourself these lies? Then we done another one for a song, They Say, and it was like old YouTube footage, people dancing, kind of 30s and 40s, old stock footage, and edited to the music. It was quite funny. We done another one when Chris had moved to Rome at this point, so he filmed some stuff in Rome, I filmed some stuff in Kuala Lumpur. That was a song called Don't Waste Another Day. So, you know, we were making all these videos, but we weren't taking it too seriously. That was the point. It was enjoyable. Don't waste another day. Don't waste another day. But then for the second album, I made a video for this song, Bluebell Woods, which is about these woods that near Drumchapel where I grew up. And my sister, who lives in New Zealand, but she's in a kind of Drumchapel Facebook group where people that used to live in Drumchapel share old pictures and stuff. And she shared it there, and we got hundreds of likes. And this is where Chris just started getting obsessed. You know, he's like, you know, if we can get all of these people to like our stuff, we're going to sell more albums. So, and then it became like an albatross around our necks, because we done another video for that album, our second album, It's called Caravan, by the way, available on all good, well, it's available on Bandcamp anyway. And that was Faces and Places. So this was just at the start of lockdown gold, you know, when everyone was all loving it, happy clappy, we're all in this together. And we had friends in different countries around the world who filmed themselves singing along or playing along with the song. And it was like this cheesy BBC kind of wall of video type of things. Wonders everywhere, wonder is anywhere. But again, because a lot of people were in it, then a lot of people shared it, and we got loads and loads of likes. And then Chris is like, again in his head, oh, we need to do more of this kind of stuff. And then he just heard about TikTok recently, and he's like, right, let's do a TikTok dance video. And I'm like, Chris, that's for like 10-year-olds, you know what I mean? We're like two middle-aged men, you know what I mean? We're just going to look like idiots dancing about. But he's like, no, you don't need to take it seriously, you know, just like a laugh. It's almost like we're kind of having a laugh at ourselves. And I was like, I mean, he was WhatsApping me and I was just kind of ignoring it for a while, but you can only ignore, you know, it seems rude if 2 weeks go by and you're not replying. So eventually it grinds you down, you know, and eventually I just says, right, well, I'll give it a go, but we're not going to release it if it looks crap. So that was my disclaimer thing. But I was actually thinking in myself, like, once he sees it, he'll know it's a bad idea. Oh, that's him. Hold on. I love that. It sounds reminds me of Skype. Is that Teams or Zoom? Teams. Let's see if I can open it up. Hi. Hi, Chris. You there? Can you hear me?
Hi, Gerry. All right.
Yeah.
Have you been practicing?
Chris.
It's a great idea.
I'm not sure. Have you done any?
Come on, let's see your moves.
Right, hold on. I'll see if I can get this song up. Give me a sec. Is that it? Oh, okay, hold on. I'm going to try to get it on Google. Okay, Google, play. Right. What was that again? Right, hold on. Oh no, hold on, it's too soon. What are you drinking? Right. Here we go.
You're just
What do you do, like
starting
actions?
already. Oh, sorry.
There's like wise feel.
Okay, that's good.
Like
Yeah,
honestly.
that works. Just bring a bit more energy to it.
That's
Remember,
me.
this is for
Okay.
TikTok. We're not doing warm-ups.
What do you want me to do? Bit of that? I could do that kind of cockney type thing, like.
Alright.
How's that?
Bend your knees a bit more.
Bend the knees more.
More,
Like
more
that?
diagonally,
That?
in different directions.
That?
Okay. And remember to tilt your head. Right.
Tell it. Ow! I feel my neck cracked there. Hold on, Chris. I've lost them. Okay, Google, stop. Are you still there? I think I lost him. Oh, there he is. You still there?
Like that.
No,
No, faster.
Like that.
Chris.
Yeah.
Like when I do that, can you hear it click?
Maybe do some star jumps or something. It's a
Star
bit.
foot? I don't have the energy.
I'm gonna try spinning.
What?
Okay, that's okay, but just do it faster.
Chris. I'm
Faster.
Listen,
Oh,
I'm not.
faster.
I've got the.
Faster.
I've got the film crew here. Shh.
What?
I've got the film crew. Say hello.
Hi, guys.
Right.
I'll leave you to it.
Right. See you later. You do a bit of dance and send me something. Oh my god. I don't know what I've got myself into. I'm not doing this. Fuck off. Right. Can we just leave that for now? Can you not use that one? Aye, please. I've been a bit, not annoyed, puzzled by Gerry's behaviour
lately. We were making a video for TikTok, like a dancing video for Maggie Me. It was my idea. And he was really up for it. I video called him, he was showing me the moves he'd come up with. They weren't very good, but I don't know, he seemed energized by the whole thing. But since then he's just gone really quiet, doesn't seem to want to talk about it, suggests maybe it's not the right time for this kind of video. I don't get it. I'm all for Gerry's style of filmmaking. You know, I've got nothing against film noir or cinema verite or any of that black and white arty bollocks, but it doesn't sell records. Anyway, I kind of got tired of waiting and I made my own TikTok video. Found out this morning that everybody uploads them in portrait for some reason. Like, who has a portrait television apart from airports? I filmed mine in landscape. Presumably that's why it hasn't had any views yet. I sent it to Gerry. He said it looked like a shit PowerPoint, even though I filmed it in landscape, which he never stops banging on about. And, you know, just because he's got Adobe Premiere and a master's in film design or whatever, which by the way was the first thing he ever said to me, doesn't mean I can't make videos as well. Anyway, if you want to see it.
Still feel, but I can honestly say I never will eat kill. Wise men can see, and I can see myself just.
I think I'm going to call Gerry. I haven't heard from him for ages. There's things we need to discuss, get out into the open. I'm not sure if his heart's in it anymore.
I just got an email here from the director. She's saying, can you film me taking a phone call from Chris? But she's asking if we can film it in the living room. But she said, that's weird. She's saying, but don't have the lights on. That's funny, isn't it? Maybe she's turning it into a horror film. So, well, we do that and then we can come back and do this. Okay. Hi, Chris. How's it going?
I've been thinking about the band, about us, and I don't know, it's just been a difficult couple of months, hasn't it?
No, I mean, I guess I feel similar.
All right, Gerry. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I'll be in touch.
Okay, cool. See you later. See you. Bye. That was a strange phone call from Chris. I think we might have just broken up. Do bands break up or split up? I'm not sure if couples break up. Anyway, I think it's just getting a bit too much for him, you know, like all the pressure of this film, making the videos. I felt quite sorry for him, actually. That's a shame. Never mind. I thought that I thought every album we made was a bit better than the one before. Like, so our last album, Springtide, I thought it was actually our best yet. So, but I guess there's just like a time when it's the right time, and maybe that's it. Could you be my eyes? Help me see the way. Would you lift this heart? It is old and grey, and the rain keeps tumbling down. I can hear the thunder in the distant sky, and I don't know why I still hang on to hope that the weather soon will change. I just write everything on my iPad now. So like I'm just working with GarageBand on my iPad. I don't need to, you know, have a lot of space with the piano, with the guitar. And it's perfect. Like, I mean, I'm in this cupboard, so I can just write in a cupboard. I could write on a bus, and it's great as well because I don't, you know, if my wife wants to make a cup of tea or something, I'm not kind of getting in the way. So it's great.
You'll probably see some changes in me since the last time we met. I'm just back from a long weekend in Goa, which was amazing. Guess you could say I found myself while I was there.
So it's just liberating. So I've been kind of experimenting with a bit of grime music. I mean, it's still early days, you know what I mean, I'm no Stormzy or anything like that. But I'll play a wee bit here. And what I've been thinking of doing is kind of basically kind of mixing media. So like I'm doing grime backing tracks, but I'm kind of working on haikus. You know, that Japanese sort of form of poetry, which is really brilliant because it means that you have these limitations.
And yeah, I've been working on some new stuff. It's kind of synth pop meets world music, and I've realised it's the kind of thing I've always wanted to make. It's just fun. I don't miss being in a band.
Let's go out and stay out all night. The moon is bright and the feeling's right. Pull down the roof and turn up the radio. The wind is in your hair and there's still a way to go.